Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so I know I talked about the inauguration in my last video, but I guess we need to talk about it a little bit more, huh? Let's talk about this Beyonce singing incident. As you guys all know, Beyonce sang the Star Spangled Banner, which closed out the inauguration for 2013 for President Barack Obama. We all praised how wonderfully she did and how beautiful she looked and how flawless her efforts and her performance was, and that was that. On that same night of the inauguration, when they were just showing, like, you know, little highlights of the day, and they showed a close-up of Beyonce singing, like a profile shot of her, I had noticed then that there was like a slight echo in her voice. I was not really sure if that was an echo that just sounded, you know, like feedback from the echoes bouncing off, you know, or if it really was indeed she was singing to a track. Now, I had thought that to myself, but I didn't think nothing else about it. I was just like, wow, there's just certain little parts of the song where I could hear an echo. Turns out that everybody was like, she lip synced. And originally the Marine Corps, the person that played in the band actually said, like, at the last minute she had decided that she wanted to have a track playing, and after that news came out, everybody went crazy. Oh my God, Beyonce's lip syncing. Oh my God, Beyonce didn't sing the song live. Oh my God, she was a fake. She's a phony. She didn't do it. We all praised her for the wrong reason. And now, you know, everybody's all up in arms saying that she lip synced to the song. I don't think that she lip synced to the song. I think that she sang over the track because she was probably nervous about messing up, or her voice, you know, cracking, or any little thing that could happen in the course of her performance. I think that people do that pretty often, and I still could tell that she was singing. I just feel like she was definitely singing over the track, and you know, the voice was low enough on the track so that she could sing over it, and you know, we still got her true voice and everything, and I just think that that's natural. I think that's what a lot of people do, and we just don't realize it. The same with when Kelly Rowland sang on one of those BET Awards. You guys remember she was singing, and then she put the mic down and it was still singing. It was just like, Kelly, hey, keep the mic up there. I think it's the same thing. We all know that Beyonce has a really nice voice. However, you know, everybody is always looking for a reason to down Beyonce. Now, that being said, we definitely have this love-hate thing with Beyonce, okay? And it's so funny because the day of the inauguration, I just sat on Instagram and laughed at how so many people, how the stands, Beyonce has the most interesting stands. They will come for you if you say anything negative about her. Even anything that might even almost seem like it's negative. It ain't even really got to be negative. Just anything that's not, you know, undying praise, they will come for you. And I watched it happen on Instagram all that day. Boy, they was attacking folks. Everybody that had something to say about Beyonce. There's a joke going around where, you know, it's like Beyonce's head on Jesus's body, and it's like, I thank you, Beyonce, for waking me up this morning. And you know, in a way, it's really appropriate. People act like Beyonce is the end-all, be-all savior and Jesus Christ, you know, and I think in some ways, God, I would hate to be her. Like, we have put her up on such a high pedestal, and that she, you know, she probably has to continually feel the pressure of making sure that she doesn't disappoint anybody. And nobody can be that perfect as a human being. So she has a lot on her shoulders. Her stands, you know, put her there. I can't even call them stands, really, you guys. I have to call them fanatics. They are really something interesting. So yeah, you guys, do you guys think that she lip synced? I don't think that she lip synced. I just think that she was nervous. You guys, she started so low. When I was watching her sing the song, when she first started singing, she started so low in her register that she doesn't normally sing that low, because when she started, she was just like, oh, say. And I was like, wow, that's low for her. But I think that she wanted to make sure that she hit every note, you know, effortlessly and flawlessly, which she did. And I just that song was not nothing difficult. I've heard her do way more difficult songs, way more, complex songs. It's not that big a deal. I'm sure she could do that song with no problem. Also, with the inauguration, let's talk about Lupe Fiasco. Okay, now you guys all know that Lupe Fiasco has not been the biggest supporter of Barack Obama. As a matter of fact, he called him a terrorist a few years back. Okay, I think that means that he probably don't like Mr. Barack Obama. Why then would someone decide to book Lupe Fiasco in the inauguration ball performances that night? Lupe got up on stage, got to talking about some of the things that happened in Gaza Strip, which I must say I still do have some questions, some concerns. Something is not right about that whole attack. But anyway, he got up there, he was saying some things very negatively. Of course, everybody there are celebrating Barack Obama's inauguration and 4 more years and all of that. Here he up here talking about some damn the Gaza Strip and how he don't have any respect for Barack Obama, and of course they threw him off the stage. Now, I just want to know, why would anybody book him? Okay, I feel like whoever booked him knew that this is what he was gonna do, and just gave him an opportunity to get out in public and say what he wanted to say. While we're talking about Beyonce, let's talk about the Super Bowl a little bit. Okay, so you guys know that Beyonce and them I know y'all tired of me talking about Beyonce, right? Not the stands though. Y'all's like, give me more. We all know that Beyonce is going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime. Alicia Keys is going to be performing at the beginning, so she's going to be singing the Star Spangled Banner, and I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not going to say that I don't like Alicia Keys, but her music lately has been very wrong. Okay, I don't really know how else to put it. Every now and then she'll drop a nice hot song. She has a song with Maxwell which is really, really good, called The Fire We Make. I think that's the best song on that CD. Everything else on that CD is like, I don't know what it is, and she done got, she in love and she had these babies, but it's bad, and it's been bad. And I don't even really believe her whole persona. This whole, yeah. Okay. You know how she do all of that. That fucking gets on my nerves. Okay, fucking sing the song. Ain't nobody got time for you to be sitting up here making love to the fucking music. Shit. Because I remember, you guys, when Alicia Keys was originally, I don't think she was signed to So So Def, or she might have been signed to So So Def, and she had a totally different appearance. Okay, she looked like D'Angelo, like old school, when D'Angelo first came out with the Timberlands, with the big ass baggy pants, with just the white beater, with the braids, like not even cutely done like a woman, but just like for real man braids, just prison braids braided back. She sunk down on the piano and she's singing like, and then all of a sudden she's this, feminine, what she's become today. That's nothing but some PR, honey. Somebody done got a hold of her and was like, listen, baby, you can't be out there looking like no dude, okay, singing like this. We gonna have to soften you all up. So that's what they did to Alicia. But yeah, she's supposed to be singing this damn Star Spangled Banner, and they saying that she said that she gonna change it up, and I was like, girl, not a good idea. Leave the song how it is, okay? The song been like that for however many years. What the fuck we need you coming in here changing it for? Okay, we done seen when people have changed it and not too many people have been successful. I really want to say the only person that I can say that was successful and didn't just piss everybody off by changing the Star Spangled Banner is Marvin Gaye. Other than that, everybody else that did any changes, any kind of weird little changes to the song, they didn't piss everybody off, because it's quite a few very patriotic people in the United States, okay, and we don't want you fucking with our song. Now, I gotta say that I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody's gonna be comparing Alicia Keys to Beyonce from now on. I was like, girl, you also must have a death wish. Why would you put yourself in that position again? Y'all remember that song they had that never came out with put a love song on it or something like that? Yeah, okay. I'm looking at my notes. I'm like, boy, it's a slow damn news week. Ain't really too much of nothing. Bobby Valentino was driving his 2013 red Bentley in Buckhead on 14th and Spring Street, where there's a very popular studio, and he was carjacked. Somebody walked up to him, two guys walked up to him with a gun, told him to get his ass out. He gave up the car, smartly enough. You don't fight with somebody with a gun, I don't care what car you're driving. And they stole the car. Now the two guys that took the car, they left the car like at the MARTA station or something like that, and I guess the police had followed them or tracked them or whatever, and Mr. Robert Wright, better known as Bobby Valentino, also known as Bobby V, he was able to identify one of the guys. So one of the guys was arrested. But this is what I want to talk to you guys about. Why the fuck you got a 2013 red Bentley? Can you get something a little bit not so overstated? Why do you guys spend your money on shit like that? You don't see nobody that's rich driving around in a damn red 2013 Bentley. What do Bobby V do where he's able to even afford a damn 2013 Bentley? And that's a legitimate question. Somebody can tell me. I'm not trying to, you know, hate or nothing like that. Good for him. Good for him that he's able to even afford a car note like that. But I just, you know, it's not like 2013 Bentley to me is Kanye, Jay-Z, Kardashian type of money, okay? Even if you do have the money to pay the car note, why are you paying that when you can just get something a whole lot less expensive, still be riding real nice, not quite so noticeable, and then you got to be worrying about the motherfuckers just coming and taking the shit away from you when you be at the studio. And in that studio, you guys, I've even been to that studio. It's very well known, and I'm sure that these guys and girls out here who broke, ain't got no damn jobs, you know, and just continuously watching the straight flexing, you know, shout out to Trinidad James on Instagram, knowing what you guys are doing, knowing what you guys have. Y'all go out there and then they come take the shit. Do that make sense to y'all? The fuck? They didn't have no black damn 2013 Bentleys. The hell you rolling around in a goddamn red Bentley? Okay, you must have wanted it to get taken. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, see, that hard head gonna make a soft ass. Okay, you're gonna learn one day. God damn. I'm telling you, when I heard that on the radio today, I was just like, oh my God, Mr. Robert Wright, I am gonna need you to do better, okay? Not saying that you shouldn't spend your money on things that you really, really want, but I feel that we should all rethink our purchases, what we spend our money on. Let's look out a little bit past today. Okay, let's look out for our future, you guys. Okay, let's make better decisions than that, please. There's a blind item going around that I read on balleralert.com, and they're saying that there's a rapper that goes around, befriends some of his male fans, usually some that are just fresh out of jail and don't really have too much going on for themselves. And, you know, he takes them in, he takes them out, lets them hang with them, this, that, and the other. And then when the person is least expecting it, the rapper rapes them. Okay? They're saying that this is a well-known 90s rapper. And he has been, you know, people have claimed that he was like a closet gay guy in the past. Now, they're saying that it might be Busta Rhymes. And you guys, I have to say that I have heard plenty of stories about Busta Rhymes being gay. And nothing's wrong with being gay if you're a rapper. Of course, you know that I don't think there's any openly gay rapper out other than Frank Ocean. And Frank Ocean does not have the street credibility and all of that Busta Rhymes has. He's not the macho, big Busta Rhymes who raps about women and raps fast and tough and all of this, muscles and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's Busta Rhymes. I'm just letting y'all know that they saying that it's Busta Rhymes. Now, if that's true, they're saying that he raped a guy in a car recently. And this guy was a young guy. And supposedly what he does is he tells them, you know, you better not say nothing. You know, you get your ass whooped, or, you know, you get your ass killed. Nobody's going to believe you anyway, you know, and this, that, and the other. And I think they said something about him giving them money or something like that, sending them on their way. What you guys think about that story? I like Busta Rhymes, I'll admit, and I hope that that's not true. Damn! Can you imagine getting fucking raped by Busta Rhymes' big ass? Oh my God! I'd be like, man, we ain't fixing to fight. Just come on, we can do this. What you want? Shit. He looked like he a whole lot to be tussling with. Just letting y'all know. You know, anybody that's gonna be getting out there with Busta Rhymes, you know, beware. Okay. It might not go like you planned. So, I told you guys about Ciara and Future being seen all out in public recently, and there was like a new couple alert. I had said last week that I didn't believe that they were a new couple. Well, you guys, looks like I was wrong. Future and Ciara are claiming each other. They're saying that they're each other's boyfriend and girlfriend. As a matter of fact, Future came out recently and said, you know, I really do like her. You know, she's a beautiful woman. She's sexy, she's sweet, she's successful, you know, and everything that she represents is what she is. You know, I look at her, she makes me laugh, I make her smile, you know. So he was just like, yeah, no, this is what it is. And I guess they got, you know, Ciara got her a man. I'm just like, good for Ciara, because, you know, Ciara has never been lucky in love. You know, she was 50 Cent's, you know, love interest for a long time, even though he never really claimed her, but everybody kind of knew that those two were seeing each other. And then he got involved with Chelsea Handler. I don't never really know if 50 Cent ever really said that Ciara was his woman. But when he started seeing Chelsea Handler, and everybody was, you know, and these pictures was popping up of him and Chelsea Handler all over the place, everybody was just like, oh, okay, I guess him and Ciara's off. 50 Cent kind of strikes me as a person that'll fuck with your head a lot, and, you know, have you thinking one thing and be doing something totally different on this other side. That kind of makes me feel like he had Ciara going like that, and really thinking that their relationship was probably something more than it was. Then she had like this whirlwind romance with Amari Stoudemire, and you know, you could tell she really liked him. Amari just upped and got back with his baby mama and married her. You know, so then Ciara was just like, oh, I guess we ain't really together, even though we was just bike riding and taking pictures and up on the blogs like 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, Future and Ciara is supposed to be the new couple. Now, the only thing that concerns me with this new thing is Future seems to still be kind of involved with his baby mama. Baby mama ain't really too happy about Ciara taking the place. And who would be? I guess that would be something difficult to compete with as far as physical appearance is concerned anyway. So yeah, baby mama's hating and got a lot to say on Twitter and Instagram and all that. So her and Ciara kind of been going back and forth about, you know, the girl called her a has-been at one time, and then Ciara comes back and is just like, bitch, I'm fabulous. And I don't want her to do that. It's no need for you to be going back and forth with the baby mama. Just leave that alone, okay? You and your man, if that's what he is, y'all concentrate on your relationship, because you already know your track record, okay? Don't give him no reason to go fucking around with the baby mama, okay? Just leave it alone. R&B Divas, the original cast, will be back for the second season, and that will be everybody. Okay, so that's Kiki, that's Monifa, that's Faith, that's Selena Johnson, and that's Nikki Gilbert. You guys, Nikki Gilbert might keep me from watching that show, because I can't even understand why she acts the way she acts. Her alone, I know that she keeps the shit going, and she keeps the, you know, the conflict going on the show and all of that, but her shit be so stupid and just so far to the left that ain't got shit to do with nothing that I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. And I did enjoy that show, but she was just doing the most all the time. I was hoping that they would have got somebody else in there, but yeah, I guess I guess that worked for them, so she's gonna be back. So you guys that was big fans of R&B Divas the way it was, it's gonna be the way it was. You guys will get it back. Shawty Lo, I told you guys that his show, All My Baby's Mamas, was canceled by Oxygen after they succumbed to the pressure of the public and the petition that the woman had started where they got all these signatures. You know, nobody wanted to bring another negative show into the hemisphere, okay, into our culture, and just, you know, to solidify what we already know is just negative black folks acting a goddamn fool on the TV. So yeah, the show was canceled. Well, last week, right after I did my top of the blogs, well, Shawty Lo was arrested, and they said it was because he had child support issues. He wasn't paying child support. Well, it turns out that that was a publicity stunt, and it was a hoax, that he was not arrested. and that he just did that to bring more attention to his reality show. Now, why would you bring that kind of attention to yourself? Don't make no sense to me. I mean, you trying to get a show on where you showing that you were involved in your family's life, and then you put out a story saying that you was arrested for child support issues. Crazy. I don't know where in his mind he thought that was going to work out for him, but okay. But now they're saying no, that it was a hoax. Now, of course, he's saying that it wasn't a hoax. It was just that it was some pictures from a video that he's shooting, and the pictures leaked. What fucking video is Shawty Lo doing? What's the last song y'all know of Shawty Lo that he did? Do y'all know what song that Shawty Lo did? I know it was a song that was pretty popular here in Atlanta anyway. I don't even know if they play it all over the United States, but yeah. No, ain't nobody. Shawty Lo, you know you're not making no video now. Stop it. So he is really trying to get this show back on the television. I have a feeling that the show will be picked up by somebody. I just do. I think that that show will make it back on air somewhere. Love and Hip Hop New York, you guys, I know I didn't do a review about it, so I'll just talk about a few of the things that happen on the show now. First of all, this whole idea about Mendeecees and Yandy's relationship, it's just stupid. Okay, it's just retarded. Yandy is complaining that she's not sure if she can build a future with Mendeecees in one hand, and then in the other hand she has a brand new baby by him. Can we get our priorities together, you guys? Why would you not think that this is a person that you can spend the rest of your life with if you fucking having a baby with them? What's wrong with people? Like, I understand if you just wanted to have a baby, okay, because you wanted to have a baby yourself and not go out and adopt a kid. That's fine. You go and then you go get pregnant and then you have a baby and then you know within yourself that you're gonna do this by yourself, okay? But don't be trying to wrangle in a man that ain't worth a damn, okay? That's all some bullshit to begin with. And then you talking about you not sure if you can build this future with them. Your child doesn't deserve that, and neither do you, okay? Now, nobody need that kind of stress in their life. Mendeecees didn't seem like he was the type anyway. I already said I don't know what was so great about him for her to even, you know, for her to even settle down with him like that. It must be some good D. And I'm talking about phenomenal D, okay? Y'all know about this case that he got where he supposedly child molested some kid, his step kid. And yeah, so it's just like, and it looks like she already knew about it, and now she's, you know, she's supporting him in his trial, because I guess he, of course, is saying that he didn't do it. But yeah, I don't understand. And then this whole thing with, you know, going through his iPad because he's looking at big booty girls and he's liking the pictures. What the fuck? I look at the big booty girls because sometimes you just be so fucking amazed at how big it is. I don't really have a problem. I don't care if my man looks at big booty girls, girls twerking, you know, liking the pictures, because if I see a guy on a picture that I like that's got a big chest and some nice fucking arms, then I'm gonna like the picture, and I don't really care who see it. So that to me is being very childish on her end, and very insecure. It's like, you shouldn't even feel like that in your relationship. You should, I mean, it's a fucking picture. He can't touch her. Of course, I know he could reach out to the person if he really wanted to, but he can do that anyway, okay? It doesn't take the iPad. You can do whatever you want at any time. So yeah, Yandy, you know, we already got our issues with Mendeecees, but this is not even about Mendeecees. This is about Yandy and women in general who don't really take time to really plan out what they're doing with their lives and making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Okay, it's not about making one mistake or even two mistakes. This is just like continuously, repetitively making mistakes and then wanting something else to happen. So yeah, I thought that she was being ridiculous with the whole iPad incident. What do you guys think? They have an interview going around with L'Oreal. Y'all remember L'Oreal from the episode where she and Erica ended up fighting at the end because, you know, I guess L'Oreal said something about her tripping, and what you gonna do? You gonna kick Rich in the head like you did your ex-husband or whatever. Y'all remember that episode. So anyway, there's an interview going around where L'Oreal is saying that the reason why Erica is so on 100 all the time, because that Erica, she just starts off at 10. What the fuck? She just always at the highest decibel, just yelling and screaming and wilding out for no reason. L'Oreal is saying the reason why she's like that is because she's addicted to drugs, and you know, she's just, a lot of times she's just real hyped up, and you know, until she can get her next fix, she can't really, you know, she can't cope. So everything is always a fucking emergency, and everything is always just, you know, way up here all the time. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that show, you guys, because of that. Because between her and Jen, yeah, I cannot. I was cracking up when she was fussing and going off at Yandy's little function, and Olivia and Yandy just laughed at her and walked away, and I was just like, that's exactly what I would have done, because it would have been like, girl, you ain't even making no sense. Nobody fixing to sit up here arguing with your stupid ass. Yeah, I believe that she might be on drugs. It's not the first time that I've heard people say that she's on drugs. They also say that Rich Dollars is on drugs. So those two might not be that good for each other. And lastly, you guys, this interview that Consequence and Jen the Pen did with Angela Yee and their radio morning show. I don't know if it's a morning show or whatever show that Angela Yee has. Consequence and Jen go to the radio station, and Consequence, for lack of a better word, is pissed the fuck off, okay? And he is going off on everybody, okay? Not biting his tongue, not one bit. Evidently, Rocky Thunder and Joe Budden had been into the station some days earlier and had said some shit about him. So yeah, he was ready. He got up in there and he was just like, Rocky, first of all, he talks like this. Rocky, you basic. You know me. You straining. You struggling. You ain't nothing to me. You trash. You signed a basic contract. You don't have nothing. You messy. You digging. You garbage. I was like, damn. But the biggest part of the interview, of course, is his whole beef thing with Kanye West and Q-Tip. Now, it's two parts to this whole thing. Initially, I believe Consequence and Kanye West was having issues with money. I'm not really clear on what exactly happened, but it looks like some deals fell through or whatever, and Consequence didn't get his money for whatever it was that fell through. In the meantime, Consequence, because he was on some old friend shit, was, you know, writing words, writing the raps for Kanye West, ghost writing for Kanye West, as well as Q-Tip, and as well as a whole bunch of other people, and not really getting his due. Okay, so he's feeling some kind of way about the fact that he's done all these things for Kanye West. Wasn't really super tripping. Of course, he wanted his money, but, you know, wasn't really tripping like that. And I guess it's because he felt like eventually he was going to get his money, but he was still kind of feeling a little bit salty. In the meantime, he's been there for Kanye West, you know, when the mama died, when evidently Kanye West was cheating with Kim Kardashian when she was with Reggie Bush and he was with Amber Rose. I guess Kanye West would come to Consequence and be like, what should I do? I really care about her. I really want to be with her. She's with Reggie, you know, blah, 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 blah. all of this, Consequence has been there for Kanye West. Well, in return, now remember they got all this beef going on with the money and all of that. When Jen and Consequence got pregnant, I guess Q-Tip went behind his back and told, you know, Kanye West that they were expecting a baby. I don't even understand what the behind the back is, because, like, is it a secret? Like, can that only come from the person that's having the baby? Can't people just say, oh, you know, so-and-so is pregnant? It's like, what the fuck? But anyway, he was upset that Kanye West never reached out to him, never sent a baby shower gift, never, you know, said anything like congratulations. Basically, what it all boils down to is he's very, very hurt and probably expected more from this friendship. You know, sometimes you have friends that you are their friend, but they're not your friend, okay? But he doesn't really know how to communicate that. And instead, he's just going off. And he's, you know, he's going off in his New York voice. I'm the ghostwriter. I wrote for Kanye West and Q-Tip. You know, he's going off. He's saying that, you know, Kanye West is saying that he's the best rapper in the world and everything, but I wrote most of his rhymes, okay? So, like, if he's the best rapper, but why haven't I got paid and gotten my just cause for what I've done? And then it's the other part is the whole thing with Q-Tip. Now, Q-Tip is really his cousin, I guess. We all know that Q-Tip doesn't really have the best reputation. They say Q-Tip is a diva. Y'all saw the documentary where Q-Tip and you know, Fife and basically all a Tribe Called Quest fell out because of Q-Tip's Diana Ross thing he had going on. So we all know that Q-Tip probably was not the easiest person to work with. Well, I guess that Q-Tip was really trying to, you know, since he had fallen off a little bit, I guess Q-Tip was trying to get in with Good Music and Kanye West, you know, his label or whatever, and he was trying to get in and using Consequence to get in the back door, okay, and kind of playing both sides. And then when he finally got into Good Music, he kind of dropped Consequence. That's the whole gist of what I think I got from, because it's a whole bunch of, you know, I'm the writer, he don't know nothing, meet me in the streets, fam, I'm from the old school, I do like Jay-Z and Big, fam, I want 5 minutes, fam. So you got to get through all of the bravado and the upset and the yelling and the screaming, because he's very emotional in the interview. Once you get through all of that, you know, you kind of see what he was trying to say. But yeah, he's real bitter, you guys, very hurt, very bitter. And I have a feeling he's just really using Love and Hip Hop New York to get his story out. And because I didn't know really nothing about Consequence. I mean, I'm not no hardcore hip hop head or anything like that, but I didn't really even know his basic general story. So yeah, this is kind of getting it out there. And you guys, what he was really saying when it boiled down, when he finally calmed down and was really starting to make some sense, was this. You know, you get into this whole game and you be with people and you grow apart. He said that's very normal to grow apart. The whole thing is not the fact that you did grow apart, but how you go about getting away from the other person. I took it to mean that he was saying I built my life around expectations of what I was going to get from, you know, being the writer for Kanye West and Q-Tip. You know, I had loans out and I lived my life. I started a family and I'm doing all of these things with the expectation of getting paid. And then when I don't get my money, you have fucked up my life. Okay, and how do you expect people to react when they have all these things riding on this and then they just don't have it? And then at the same time, they have to sit and watch you continuously climb the stairs and get better and better and better and move forward. And I'm over here still struggling, yet and still I'm the reason why you are where you are. Okay, that's really what he was trying to say, but y'all, it didn't come out like that. I'm trying to tell you. Guys, we do this every week, okay? So make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.